Fashion with the Made in Kazakhstan label. The leading and aspiring Kazakh fashion industry designers. Fashion Week reviews, the latest trends, and pointers from the stylists. All your news from the world of fashion and beauty on Fashion Guide.
Kazakhstan started this year under the aegis of the 2017 Winter Student Olympics. The 28th Student Games gathered 2,000 athletes from 57 countries. They need to be dressed in distinct sport uniforms to help their fans root for them. So Kazakh officials treat the sports uniform design as a serious issue, just as serious as sports facilities built for the event. The summer of 2016, the countrywide contest Add Color to Your Student Olympics was launched. Any Kazakhstani younger than 28 years old could take part. The contest provided the young talents with an opportunity to create the national team uniform designs. These designs have won. The medal stand, apparel, and sports uniform kit are complete with winter sports costume, pants, slipovers, warm workout uniforms, 2 polo neck sweaters with long and short sleeves, and sports footwear, running shoes, hats, gloves, and scarf. An athlete will feel warm and comfy even if it's minus 15 degrees centigrade outdoors. Almaty Manufactory was commissioned with the order. They've already made the national team's uniform for the Rio Olympics last year. Sports uniform making is a rather complicated affair. Multifunctional fabrics with membrane parameters, breathing, and stretchable. It's special fabrics plus special technologies, flat lock seams, and tape seams. High-tech solutions and soft-shell grade fabrics were used to provide our athletes with much-needed comfort. Thanks to the mix of natural and synthetic fibers, people who wear them can stay dry even during the intense sport routines, be it a free ride from a snowy slope or skating. Thanks to its interior thermal regulation system, the uniform doesn't need too much layering, thus creating minimum weight and volume of the uniform. Sure, the fabrics market's changing with new technologies arriving, and each time we're trying to bring something new, something more functional, and even unexpected, so that our athletes look beautiful and better. Spread your wings is the slogan of the 28th Winter Student Olympics, which is reflected in the uniform design. Upward stylized wings symbolize speed, lightness, energy, and thirst for victory. A sports line was to showcase the modern, young, and dynamic image of Kazakhstan's team. Apart from uniform kits for athletes, individual collections devoted to the games were created. Color solutions for athletes, judges, VIPs, and technical staff. One concept, many sections. The manufacturers didn't forget about the fans either. Bright colors, blue, green, and red, were chosen to convey a festive mood and positive vibes the young fans bring to the event. Details had a distinct traditional Kazakh flavor. We're always happy to use Kazakh ethnic styles, studying sources and petroglyphs, Kazakh traditions, and transform them in a modern way. In the athletes' collection, sky blue is a symbol of prosperity, integrity, and loyalty, as well as ornaments signifying unity of nomadic and settled lifestyles were used as ethnic elements. These traditional details made the Kazakh athletes stand out from the other contestants and added its spirit to the team. The 2017 Student Olympics are over, but there's still plenty of time till the winter sports season closing. It's important to look fashionable on the slopes, yet no compromises should be made if your comfort is concerned. Wrong gear can spoil all the fun from a downhill ride. Professional jackets are less thick and protect you from wind and cold. You have to move all the time to keep your blood circulation steady. Professional skiers and snowboarders will opt for clothing made with the help of the latest technologies that make skiing equipment comfier, lighter, and less in size. Modern fashion windbreaker can easily fit in your pocket. New technologies add more protection while simplifying care instructions. Mostly it's synthetic fabrics as they're more wear-proof. and wash them in your washing machine with liquid detergent. A skier's jacket must meet 4 basic criteria. It should keep you dry in any weather. You have to feel warm, not hot in any temperature conditions. It should be compact and never tight. It's all achievable thanks to stretch of shell and omni-heat technologies. Magic silver dots keep you warm inside and withdraw excess heat and moisture. And out-dry technology protects you from all kinds of bad weather. New models not only help keep you warm and comfy, they make it easier to stay in style. Lately, more and more attention is being paid to design matters in sports clothing. Skin tight is trendy now. Unisex is outdated. Distinctively, women's and men's models come to the fore now. Borderline between skiing and snowboarding uniforms is growing blurred. As for colors, everyone wants to be conspicuous on a slope. Most people prefer bright and contrasting colors. They say no to monochrome. They want more splashes of color to look great on a slope. Skiing gear is worn as everyday clothing now more often than not. Even office employees prefer putting sport jackets on. Urban lines mostly use calm tones. Heat exchange principles are a bit different for this type of clothing. The model wears a demi-season set with an omni-heat waistcoat that keeps you warm and increases the heat inside by 20%. This set is great for hiking. New tech waistcoat and pants can be added by a light shirt with a stylish print, because urban chic is a combo of professional and casual clothing. Tenderness, elegance, and chic. Velvet is proclaimed as 2017's main fabric. Last time it was in style was back in the end of the 20th century. 25 years later, the royals' fave is back on catwalks of all fashion capitals. Origin of velvet is lost in time immemorial. Some argue it was first produced in Italy. Others say it is a Chinese make. One thing is certain, it was back in the 13th century. In Renaissance epoch, it was the royal European court's most common fabric. It was used to make dresses for ladies in waiting and as an upholstery for thrones and other furniture pieces. Velvet is still considered as a status symbol of luxury and wealth.
The reason velvet is so big is because it is associated with luxury. It is associated with nobility and with wealth, and people just love it. Velvet is a very luxurious, durable fabric, and you can pretty much use velvet throughout the home to add a touch of elegance and yet achieve the modern and sophisticated look.
The Beatles era brought velvet in the limelight. Famous musicians created a fashion of their own and millions followed it. Gray suits with round neck trim with black velvet, double-breasted jackets with green velvet lapels. Velvet rolls were sold out in the stores at the time.
There beneath the blue suburban skies, I sit and meanwhile.
2017 marks a new milestone in the history of velvet. Fabric is everywhere now. Designers see its huge potential, and now you see it glowing not just in evening gowns. In the 21st century, a fabric with an aristocratic past is very welcome in the democratic casual circles.
It used to be just for dressing up, and now the fun part about it is it's being used in casual wear, women's wear, men's wear, furniture, home decor, velvet frames in a bedroom, you name it, velvet's being used. We're even hearing from the Business Journal from 2015 that the velvet sales have gone up online 200%, up to 2017 now. So velvet is here to stay.
Today, velvet is used to make everything: skirts, jumpsuits, coats, jackets, handbags, backpacks, and even swimsuits. The only thing it requires simple cuts because it's rather difficult to trim the fabric. Still, velvet is a self-sufficient material and requires no additions. Kazakh designer Aida Kalmenova uses velvet in almost every collection of hers. She fell in love with it long before it became trendy. Dresses she makes of velvet look sincerely regal. No other fabric is suited best for that. I think our fashion house was the first to adopt velvet for our collection way before it became fashionable. Our works, our collections made the fabric popular. Designer Sergei Shabunin favors velvet too. Believes the fabric has lots of advantages apart from its noble look. It's difficult to work, but velvet makes magnificent items. If it's silky velvet, it's very drapable. If it's cotton velvet, then it keeps shape perfectly. In 2017, fashionistas of both genders will have to have at least one velvet thing in their wardrobes. Most importantly, to limit its presence in your look. A velvet waistcoat perfectly complement a regular t-shirt and denim jeans. Both men and women will find this look very appealing.
So think about balancing it out. You balance a little bit of vintage and a little bit of modern. But it also goes with the plush fabrication. So you have texture in velvet. So pairing it with more simple fabrications like chiffons and georgettes and leathers and denim really gives it a new twist to an old trend.
A young woman could put on cotton velvet silk shorts and look great. A special 2017 trend, velvet suits. A formal suit with a pencil skirt or neat pants. And velvet suits in lingerie style for the daring ones. Buy velvet tunics, night dresses a la lingerie. Like a Soviet-time combination garments with thin shoulder straps, you'll look great. As for length, it could be a banal mini to glamour maxi. It's important to take right care of items. They should be kept on hangers because velvet things, when folded, develop creases. Washed only in a delicate mode. Ironed with caution. If all care instructions are observed, then the item will serve you for many seasons. The velvet boom transformed the furniture design too. Over 12 months, Los Angeles interior design stores sold more goods than over the past 10 years. Sofas, armchairs, ottomans, and even coffee tables are upholstered with a noble fabric. The interior style emphasizes the status of the master of the house. Business premises actively use velvet accessories. That's how business people demonstrate their business is serious. Each Kazakh city has to have its own fashion platforms. At least that's what local fashion personalities believe in. Local designers' potential and high society's demand for all things Kazakh serve as a fertile ground for the initiative. Fashion designers work in Kazakh cities. It's fashion in own right. It's developing at a different pace and a different scale. Aktobe became a launch pad for a fashion event organized beyond Astana and Almaty. Large-scale fashion show of Kazakh designers was held in the city. Previously, it was rather difficult to launch a local product. Now all you need is talent and ambition. The market is ready. Just look at this show. Fashion weeks are held in Almaty and Astana twice a year. I collaborate with them for quite a long time. It's my 12th year in the industry. It has really grown over this time. Lots of opportunities for local talent. The event was opened by a collection of Aktobe residents known Portuaire Dana Nabi. Her true calling is making evening and wedding dresses in traditional Kazakh style. Her original take on traditions was appreciated by many. Dana's customers live in Kazakhstan, Egypt, the UAE, England, and Russia. Black evening gowns with stylized ornaments, wedding dresses with traditional motifs, trendy velvet. The main purpose of the dresses is to emphasize how exquisite a woman's figure can be. I wanted to emphasize femininity, refinement, exquisiteness in my collection. Our dresses show the woman's best qualities and reveal her natural calling. So she could be the one she has to be. Special guest of the show, a collaboration of the designers Alexei, Jen, and Maria Jakambayeva yielded an absolutely new collection. Both it came as a surprise. I myself prefer classic romantic style. Alexei is a conceptualist. Both of us are interested in something new, hence the wild splashes of color, textures, and fabrics. Clearly got into that mood. Jacquard, velvet, pantyhose, all matching the overcoats in abundance of color. The designer duo didn't try to save on color shades. Blue green, turquoise, yellow, a perfect choice for the first warm spring days. The event featured shows of men's, teens, and kids' fashions. The youngest models gracefully match their grown-up colleagues in seriousness and elegance. As for trends, clothing for the small ones is no different from clothes for their moms and dads. One can't ignore denim, which is as popular as ever. Not just pants and shorts, dresses, waistcoats, tops, and many other items are made of denim nowadays. Designers even recommend to complement evening gowns with denim. After the show, Aktobe's high society fashionistas want such events to happen on a regular basis. They even suggested to hold fashion weeks in the city. We are the Kazakhstan Fashion Week's founders. Hold it in every city. The question is if local public are ready to accept the visions of those designers who come there. Designers from all over the globe come to Almaty. Audiences in Almaty and Astana are more prepared, I'd say. Some of the shown collections were sold right in the showroom. It's now a matter of good taste to have an item from a Kazakh designer in your wardrobe.
Hallo, schön, dass du hier bist. Darf ich dir etwas zeigen?
What the world will be wearing in the nearest future. Many designers fantasize about that. Fashion Tech, an annual expo in Berlin, features designer clothes where fashion borders with surreal.
I mean, data and, for example, artificial intelligence and technique is in our lives, okay? Is dominating our lives. And the only industry what hasn't adapted fast was fashion industry for a strange reason. And yeah, to answer your question, I think it's going to be massively, and the people will use it because it's very, as long as it's simple and useful, people and human beings use technique and they use the future. So this is a normal way of evolution.
And then a coat that communicates with you via an app will just be a regular item of your wardrobe. At least, that's what its creators believe in. Another 2017 sensational item is a mood-sensitive collar. One can judge in what emotional state a person wearing it is in.
He's wearing an EEG sensor that is capturing brainwaves and sends it in real time to the collar. The collar is reacting depending on how comfortable he's feeling. So for instance, if you feel uncomfortable because I'm coming too close to you, or because you get too much images, you are stressing, the color goes up to form a cocoon around you.
3D printed garments is fashion's destiny. Designer Imanol Gomez suggests ornating clothes with light bulbs. Play of lights will turn your dress into a perfect party gear.
Well, basically there are over 300 LEDs embroidered into the fabric, and all of these LEDs have a small chip that you could program to have like different kind of visualization. You just plug it in with a battery pack, and that's how they could all have like different kind of visual.
Jewelry must be high-tech too. One of the latest developments are smart bracelets. Gold and silver items complement your look, but not only this. They track your physical parameters, your pulse and body temperature. If you hit lightly the jewelry piece twice, it sends an SOS request to a selected phone number. New technologies in future fashion has to be eco-friendly. Each season, new eco-brands appear in the market. Take, for example, stockings and pantyhose made of used fishnets.
Wir machen Strumpfhosen, Strümpfe aus Fischernetzen. Gemeinsam mit unserem Partner Econym.
Fishnets are cut into small bits, then other materials are added, like old carpeting. It is all granulated, and then we use these granules to make stockings.
Verflüssigt zu einem Granulat, und aus diesem Granulat entsteht dann unser Garn, mit dem wir die Strümpfe stricken.
Environmentally concerned fashion fans get rid of natural leather and moss. Designers are ready to offer them new alternatives, like shoes made of salmon skin. Fishing industry treats the material as a waste. Now it's growing in popularity around the fashion industry, as it is a good substitute for snakeskin.
We are having clear statements based on certificates, and we have external partners, external consultants supporting us in checking these certificates. That means that a brand label needs to apply to attend these shows, both Green Showroom and Ethical Fashion Show, based on different certificates like GOTS, Global Organic Textile Standard, or Oecotex. And we, and together with our partners, are checking these certificates.
Fashion reflects the society. New technologies and sustainable development principles are now the pillars of fashion industry development.